All right, we're here with boys soccer coach Thad Goodling as he and his team prepare for their by-district playoff game this Friday against North Forney. Coach, congratulations on clinching the 2 seed. Tell us a little bit about your season recap. I know it was kind of a strange season for all the teams out there, right?
The boys, we had a goal that we didn't get to accomplish last year with the shutdown. And we've been able to kind of grow from that from last year. The boys came in and wanted to really get back after it, so we got back to work pretty quick. And the boys were, I think we're sitting at 17 wins this year, which is the most in program history. We got a great group of kids that have been working for the last 4 years with us that have put that together. Had the first chance, I think, to win a district title. Unfortunately, fell a little short there, but we talked about it after that game and told her, we basically said that it was going to be a new season come playoffs, and we just had to get our minds back to that last goal that we set, and that was making the run in the playoffs.
Your team, kind of across the board, seems to be really balanced. On the back end and on offense scoring. Talk about how great it is to know that you've got that balance scoring-wise and defensively, and that you have a pretty solid goaltender in Mario back there.
We're extremely balanced defensively. We've got a solid back line back there that has a lot of experience. Most of those guys back there have been on that back line for a while. Matt Robertson, he's been there. This is his second year as the varsity starter at center back. Carter Stock, same thing for him. We were able to bring back a lot of guys, and they grow on what we've talked about. In the midfield, we've kind of had a turnover. We've got a few guys that this is their first year starting in there, but they've kind of stepped in and taken a big role in that. And then up front, that's kind of the same thing as backline. We've had pretty much the same core group up front working, and we've been able to add a few players. We've got Griffin Gaylor up there, who's been offensive MVP and stuff like that we can rely on when we need to produce goals. And then you got Mario Miranda in the back that's just a rock back there. So the core, that spine of that team with Devin Conley, Riley McFarland, Griffin Gaylor, Mario Miranda, they've all been working together for 2 years now. So they kind of have an idea of how each other work, and they work off of each other very well. And then the guys around them that we've had to kind of piece in have done a phenomenal job with all the adversity we've had this year, especially defensively. Defensively, at one point this year we were down 4 starters, so we've had to rely on a lot of guys to come in and Keith Tom Chesson and Ashton Morrow and Devin sliding back there has been huge. We've been trying to play a game, and they fought through this adversity, and how they've done so far this year is a testament to that.
What are some things you guys are working on this week to improve on? I know you had your tune-up game last night, but what are some areas of focus before Friday?
The big thing we're talking about with them before Friday is, let's get back to the basics. Let's make sure we're taking care of what we do. Honestly, we don't do a whole lot of with the boys as far as showing them the other team. We kind of took a philosophy approach of we're going to focus on us, and we're going to make sure that we're ready to handle that. Us as coaches, we're focused on having an idea of what the other team does do, and we kind of give the boys a little bit here and there, but for the most part, we've gone through this year with that approach of here's what we're going to do. North Forney's going to be organized. 2 years ago we played them in the by-district round, and our big focus has been making sure we learn from those experiences, looking at some of that stuff from 2 years ago, because they're bringing back a lot of guys. They're going to be organized, they're going to have speed, they're going to be physical. And so, the big thing is we're going to try and find ways in what we're doing to counteract those pieces of it. Last night in the warm-up game, we kind of focused on what we've implemented so far, and it looked really well. We only played our starters for part of the game, but in those parts we controlled a lot of play and got a lot of opportunities. And so that's kind of what we've focused on for this playoff game, is making sure we handle the little things and have the right attitude, have the right effort, and then let's just own up to what we need to do and take care of business.
Alrighty, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'd just like to encourage everybody to come out and watch the game. This is a big moment, you know, having a home playoff game. We'd love to see everybody out in the stands. Come support these kids. They've been working hard. I know they'd appreciate you guys coming out and supporting.